darkness. It's a word that evokes feelings of fear, uncertainty, and despair. It's a force that can suffocate hope and drain the vibrancy from life itself. In stories and legends, we often hear of heroes, the chosen ones, who possess extraordinary powers to vanquish this darkness. They are depicted as beings of immense strength and courage, destined to save entire realms from the clutches of evil. But what if the truth is far simpler, far more accessible than we ever imagined? What if the power to banish darkness doesn't reside in a select few, but within each and every one of us? For centuries, the myth of the chosen one has captivated our imaginations. We've been told tales of individuals born with unique gifts, destined for greatness. We've envisioned them as shining beacons of hope, effortlessly overcoming any obstacle in their path. Yet this romanticized notion can be misleading, even disempowering. It creates a false dichotomy between the chosen ones and the rest of us, implying that only those with extraordinary abilities can make a difference. It suggests that we are mere spectators in the grand scheme of things, powerless to effect real change. But what if this isn't the whole story? What if the concept of the chosen one is merely a metaphor, a symbol of the potential that lies dormant within each of us? Consider this. Every human being possesses an inner light, a spark of goodness and potential that yearns to be expressed. It's the source of our creativity, compassion, and courage. It's the driving force behind our dreams and aspirations. This inner light is not exclusive to any particular group or individual. It's a universal trait, a shared inheritance that connects us all. It's the essence of who we are, the core of our being. And just like any light, it has the power to dispel darkness. When we nurture and cultivate our inner light, we not only illuminate our own lives, but also brighten the world around us. We become a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration for others. So, if we all possess this inner light, why does darkness still persist? Why do negativity, fear, and ignorance continue to plague our world? The answer lies in our own choices. We often allow our inner light to be overshadowed by doubt, fear, and negativity. We let the challenges of life dim our shine, convincing ourselves that we are not enough. We forget that we have the power to choose light over darkness, love over fear, hope over despair. The truth is, we are not powerless. We are not mere spectators. We are active participants in the unfolding story of our lives and our world. And the power to banish darkness lies not in some distant hero, but within each and every one of us. We will look into the nature of darkness and how it manifests in our lives. We will explore the ways in which it can cloud our judgment, hinder our growth, and create disharmony in the world around us. But most importantly, we will discover how to awaken and strengthen our inner light, so that we can become the heroes of our own stories and illuminate the path towards a brighter future. Darkness is not merely the absence of light, it's a force that actively seeks to extinguish it. It manifests in countless forms, each one casting a shadow over our lives and our world. Fear, for instance, is a potent form of darkness. It can paralyze us with anxiety, prevent us from taking risks, and keep us trapped in cycles of self-doubt and limitation. It whispers lies in our ears, telling us that we are not worthy, that we are not capable, that we are not enough. Negativity is another insidious form of darkness. It seeps into our thoughts and words, poisoning our relationships and souring our outlook on life. It breeds cynicism, resentment, and a sense of hopelessness. It convinces us that the world is a cold, harsh place, devoid of joy and meaning. Ignorance, too, is a form of darkness. It blinds us to the truth, preventing us from seeing the world as it truly is. It fosters prejudice, misunderstanding, and conflict. It keeps us trapped in cycles of outdated beliefs and harmful behaviors. These are just a few examples of the many ways in which darkness manifests in our lives. It can take the form of addiction, violence, greed, or any other force that seeks to diminish our light and hinder our growth. The effects of darkness are not limited to individuals. They ripple outward, affecting entire communities and even the planet itself. We see it in the rise of conflict and violence, the destruction of the environment, and the widening gap between rich and poor. But it's important to remember that darkness is not invincible. It thrives in the absence of light, but it cannot withstand its presence. Just as a single candle can illuminate a dark room, so too can our inner light dispel the shadows that surround us. Light, like darkness, has many faces. It is the embodiment of love, compassion, and understanding. It is the source of joy, creativity, and inspiration. It is the guiding force that leads us towards our highest potential. Love is a powerful form of light. It has the ability to heal wounds, mend broken relationships, and bridge divides. It fosters empathy, kindness, and a sense of interconnectedness. It reminds us that we are not alone, that we are part of something greater than ourselves. Positivity is another radiant form of light. It uplifts our spirits, strengthens our resolve, and fuels our creativity. It enables us to see the good in the world even in the face of adversity. It inspires us to take action, to make a difference, to create a better future. Knowledge is also a form of light. It illuminates the path towards truth, dispelling ignorance and prejudice. It empowers us to make informed decisions, to challenge outdated beliefs, and to create a more just and equitable world. When we cultivate these qualities within ourselves, we become a beacon of light, radiating warmth and positivity to those around us. We inspire others to accept their own inner light, creating a ripple effect that can transform entire communities. The power of light is not limited to individuals. It has the potential to heal and transform our world. We see it in the work of activists who fight for justice and equality, in the artists who inspire us with their creativity, and in the scientists who seek to understand and protect our planet. By nurturing our inner light, we become part of this movement towards a brighter future. We become agents of change, capable of making a real difference in the world. Within each of us resides an inner light switch. It's not a physical switch, of course, but rather a metaphorical one that represents our ability to tap into the light within ourselves. This switch isn't always easy to find. It may be buried beneath layers of doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. It may be obscured by the noise and distractions of everyday life, but it is there, waiting to be discovered and activated. The process of turning on this inner light switch is not complicated. It doesn't require any special skills or rituals. It simply requires a willingness to look within, to connect with our true selves, and to nurture the qualities of love, positivity, and knowledge that already exist within us. One way to do this is through mindfulness. By paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment, we become more aware of the darkness that may be lurking within. We can then consciously choose to redirect our focus towards the light. Gratitude is another powerful tool for activating our inner light. When we take the time to appreciate the good things in our lives, we cultivate a sense of abundance and joy. This positive energy naturally displaces negativity and fear. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, are also a way to turn on our inner light switch. When we extend compassion and generosity to others, we not only brighten their day, but also our own. We create a ripple effect of positivity that spreads outward, touching countless lives. Banishing darkness is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. It requires consistent effort and a willingness to face our own shadows, but the rewards are immeasurable. The first step is to acknowledge the darkness within ourselves. This may involve confronting difficult emotions, examining our beliefs, or simply admitting that we are not perfect. This can be uncomfortable, but it is a necessary step towards healing and growth. Once we have identified the darkness, we can begin to release it. This may involve forgiving ourselves or others, letting go of past hurts, or simply choosing to focus on the present moment. It may also involve seeking support from loved ones or professionals. As we release the darkness, we create space for the light to shine through. We begin to see ourselves and the world around us with greater clarity and compassion. We feel more connected to ourselves, to others, and to the universe as a whole. This process is not always easy. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way, but it is important to remember that every step we take towards the light is a victory. Every act of kindness, every moment of gratitude, every effort to understand ourselves and others brings us closer to a brighter future. The light we cultivate within ourselves doesn't stay contained. It radiates outward like ripples in a pond, touching the lives of those around us. Our inner light can inspire, uplift, and even transform the people we interact with. Think of the times you've encountered someone who exudes warmth and positivity. Their mere presence can brighten your day, lift your spirits, and give you hope. Their energy is contagious, reminding you of the goodness that exists in the world. This is the power of the ripple effect. When we choose to accept our inner light, we become a source of light for others. Our positive energy can encourage others to do the same, creating a chain reaction that spreads far and wide. Imagine a world where everyone actively cultivates their inner light. It would be a world filled with compassion, understanding, and cooperation. It would be a world where conflict and negativity give way to harmony and peace. This may sound like an idealistic dream, but it's not beyond our reach. In fact, there are countless examples of individuals who have sparked such transformations in their communities. Take, for instance, the story of a teacher who, through their passion and enthusiasm, ignited a love of learning in their students. Those students, in turn, went on to inspire others, creating a ripple effect that uplifted an entire school and even the surrounding neighborhood. Or consider the story of a community organizer who, through their tireless efforts, empowered a marginalized group to advocate for their rights. Their courage and determination inspired others to join the cause, leading to significant social change. These are just a few examples of how the ripple effect of light can manifest in the real world. It shows us that even small acts of kindness and positivity can have The impact of our inner light is not limited to individuals or communities. It has the potential to reach far beyond our immediate surroundings, touching the lives of people we may never even meet. Think of the artists, musicians, and writers whose work has inspired and uplifted millions. Their creativity is a form of light that has the power to transcend boundaries of language, culture, and time. Consider the scientists and innovators whose discoveries have improved our lives in countless ways, and their knowledge is a form of light that has helped us understand the world around us, overcome challenges, and create a better future. And let's not forget the everyday heroes who dedicate their lives to serving others. Their compassion and selflessness are a form of light that illuminates the darkest corners of our society. By accepting our own inner light, we become part of this global network of light bearers, and we contribute to a collective consciousness that is evolving towards greater love, understanding, and compassion. The challenges our world faces are vast and complex, but they are not insurmountable. By tapping into our inner light, we unlock the power to create a brighter future for ourselves, our communities, and the entire planet. The path to banishing darkness is not always smooth. We are bound to encounter obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But it's important to remember that these challenges are not roadblocks. They are opportunities for growth and learning. One common obstacle is fear of the unknown. Stepping into the light can be intimidating as it requires us to confront aspects of ourselves that we may have been avoiding. We may worry about what we might discover or what changes we might need to make. And another challenge is the resistance of others. Not everyone will be supportive of our journey towards the light. Some may try to discourage us or even ridicule our efforts. This can be disheartening, but it's important to remember that we are not responsible for the reactions of others. We can only control our own actions and choices. Self-doubt is another formidable foe. We may question our own worthiness, our ability to make a difference, or even the validity of our own experiences. These doubts can be paralyzing, but they are not insurmountable. The key to overcoming these challenges is to stay connected to our inner light. When we feel fear, we can remind ourselves of the love and courage that reside within us. When we face resistance, we can draw strength from our inner wisdom and conviction. When we are plagued by self-doubt, we can turn to the positive affirmations and practices that nourish our soul. It's also important to remember that we are not alone on this journey. We can seek support from loved ones, mentors, or spiritual communities. We can find solace in the stories of others who have faced similar challenges and emerged victorious. By accepting these challenges as opportunities for growth, we strengthen our inner light and become more resilient in the face of adversity. We learn to trust ourselves, our intuition, and the guiding force of light that is always present within us. Imagine a world where everyone accepts their inner light. It would be a world where compassion and understanding reign supreme, where conflict and violence are replaced by cooperation and collaboration. It would be a world where we celebrate our differences and recognize our interconnectedness, a world where we work together to solve global challenges such as poverty, inequality, and environmental degradation. It would be a world where we live in harmony with nature, respecting the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems. A world where we prioritize the well-being of all living beings, not just our own. This vision may seem idealistic, but it is not beyond our reach. By choosing to nurture our inner light, we contribute to the creation of this brighter future. We become part of a global movement towards a more just, equitable, and sustainable world. The promise of a brighter realm is not just a distant dream. It is a possibility that lies within our grasp. It is a reality that we can create together, one act of kindness, one moment of gratitude, one choice at a time. By accepting our inner light, we not only transform our own lives, but also contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. We become part of a global network of light bearers, illuminating the path towards a brighter future for all. We've explored the nature of darkness and light, the challenges we face, and the promise of a brighter world. Now let's recap the key points of this transformative journey. Remember, the power to banish darkness lies within each of us. It's not about being a chosen one with extraordinary abilities. It's about recognizing and accepting the inner light that we all possess. Darkness may seem overwhelming at times, but it is not invincible. By cultivating love, positivity, and knowledge, we can dispel the shadows and illuminate our path. The process is simple, yet profound. It starts with acknowledging the darkness within ourselves and taking steps to release it. It involves practicing mindfulness, gratitude, and kindness in our daily lives. It's about turning on our inner light switch and letting it shine brightly. And while the journey may not always be easy, the rewards are immeasurable. A life filled with light is a life filled with joy, purpose, and meaning. It's a life that contributes to the greater good and leaves a lasting legacy of love and hope. While we conclude this video of light and darkness, let us remember that we are not alone. We are all part of a grand tapestry of life, interconnected and interdependent. Our choices, both big and small, have a ripple effect that extends far beyond our immediate surroundings. By choosing to accept our inner light, we contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. We invite you to join us on this journey of transformation. Let your light shine brightly, and together we can create a world where darkness gives way to light, fear gives way to love, and despair gives way to hope. The power to banish darkness lies within you. It always has, and it always will.